Hi, this is just a quick review of what I've got inside my camera bag. Right, I had this from Currys. Quite good. It cost me £44, I think it was. Quite neat. I wanted something compact, but something I could fit all my gear in without it too, without it being too large. I want nothing too bulky. But this is quite neat. Fit it all in. It's quite neat. It really is. I've got quite a bit of stuff in. Starting with, I've got just some leads, which is to my charger. So I've got them, which is up. I picked this up for. This cost me about £15. I think it was, something like that. It's quite neat. The charger, it takes about an hour to charge your batteries, something like that, and that lasts quite a long while. I've got the Energizer batteries, with this charger. Quite nice, neat little unit. That you can put the AAA batteries underneath. So I'll wait for some batteries to come through for my actual slave unit, which I'll show you in a minute. Got some of them coming through. Right, here's my actual slave unit. The actual bag, before I get into that, is this one, which is the, as you can see, that's the one I actually chose. It's quite neat. It's the Gear Backpack S from Manfrotto. So it's quite a good mech. It's quite neat, and like I say, it's a cabin luggage that you can just put over the top of you if you actually go on a plane or anything. You can actually keep it in the top compartment over, in the plane. So I wanted something compact, but something I could, carry with me. So it's quite neat. Put that out of the way. Right, now I picked these up. These are my flash triggers. I've been on YouTube and looked at different ones, and which ones to get. I don't want to pay too expensive, but at the same time, I wanted something that was decent, and these are really nice. These was the Young Noah, really good, really good. I'm really pleased with them. They're reliable, and they're 2.4 gigahertz, and quite good. But the only thing is, if you have them for your Nikon, like I had them for my Nikon 5300. I've had my Nikon 5300 since April, so I had it quite that long, so it's quite new to me. I had a bridge camera before. I used to be all bridge cameras. I had the Fuji 6500 before, which is, I'm giving back. I had that for about 8 years, so I had that quite a while. But I decided to go for an SLR, because I've always wanted an SLR since I've been about 31. I'm about, over 10 years older than that now, so I've waited quite a while to get that. But like I say, these are quite neat. So, but if you do get these, this is the box. The actual, you've got to make sure that if you do go for the Nikon 5300 or 5200, to make sure that they actually got you actually get this one, which has got the N on it. So that's the one you actually need. Like I say, it's 2.4 gigahertz, which is quite good. It's reliable. you know, so it's quite good. So I had those, and like I say, I keep them in this pouch just to keep them, you know, from getting bumped and scratched and whatnot. So next thing I've bought, I think this was from Camera King, I think. Quite a neat flash. It's manual. It's manual flash, but it's really neat. So I've got that. Like I say, it's got the diffuser as well. But I don't use that. You know, I'll actually use. I'll show you what I use in a minute. But it's quite neat. So that's what I've gotten about. Plus, I you know, with my cameras, as I'll show you in a minute, I do actually like mounting the flash actually on top of the camera. I find that it puts a lot of weight on the actual flash mount. So I'm quite keen on that idea, and I've heard some instances where, you know, you can actually rip the top of your camera off. So, you know, I don't want to ruin it, so I picked me this up, and the only thing that I had to do to this, if you look at it, you know, it's quite neat. It's got a double lock shoe on it, and this only costs £5, and for the money you can't grumble at all. It's really nice. I had this from Camera King as well, I think it was. Quite neat. So I picked this up. It's a bargain, like I said. So, but the only thing I had to do to it, if you look at there on my drill, I had to put like a grinding stone just to grind the edge of that off. Reason for on the flash, you've only got one pin. Like I say, one pin there, look. But, you know, that went on no problem at all. But the problem was that when you actually use your slaves have got more pins on. So I'll show you. They've got more pins on. So what was happening is actually, you know, it's actually bumping into this step. You know, you've got to I mean, if you see the step on this, if you can just see that, you know, I had to grind the step down so that it allowed me to mount this on top of it, because it was just war giving on. Now it fits lovely, and that's the only thing, like I say, if you do have one of these, that's the only thing you probably have to do if you want to mount it like this. Obviously, you know, it looks quite neat because you haven't got no trailing wires or nothing. So, you know, that's all you have to do. But it's really good, prefer to that than to be on the top of the camera. So there's that. That's what I've got inside there. Right, now inside the main compartment is, I've got my charger for my actual, you know, my battery for my Nikon 5300. Like I say, I've had this since April, so, you know, I built this stuff up. You know, we're nearly going into June now, so over the past few months. So I've always wanted a digital SLR, and I was looking at the 5200, then I seen this, and it's really nice. So that's why I had the camera, the 5300 with built-in Wi-Fi. Anyway, this is the charger to it. It's quite neat. I thought it was weird at first when I seen it, but you can either have it like that, because there's no actually no normal wire to put into this. It's actually just plugged into the wall like that. It's quite neat. It's quite neat. So I've got that. So that's what else I've got in my bag. It come with a kit lens. It come with the Nikon 18 to 55 VR, which is quite a nice lens. You know, you've probably seen this already. Obviously it extends, and so I won't bore you too much with that. But it's a nice lens. It is a really nice lens. But you know, it's quite neat. So I had that come with it. So I also before I show you my camera and that, I actually had this as well. This is actually made a slight mistake thinking it was autofocus on this. It is if you get the Nikon with the, you know, obviously a built-in motor, you know, but this is manual focus, which is a 70 to a 300, which is quite neat. So this cost me, I think it was £79 second hand, but it is quite a nice lens. Yeah, it looks quite nice. So I had me that, which you know, fits quite nice. So I had me that. That's what else is in my bag. Now to the main camera, which is the Nikon D5300, mounted with the 50mm. Now I was gonna I've seen on YouTube plenty of reviews about the 50mm, and you know, I thought, oh, it looks quite neat, and I don't want to pay expensive for a, you know, like a portrait lens, which is the 85mm. So they said that if I mount this on the camera on the 5300, on the D5300, it's actually a 75mm, which is actually a portrait lens. So when I went down to Curry's and had a look at one, you know, my intention was just to test it. It's, you know, it's in a 1.8, which is low light, really low light. So my intention is just to go and have a look. So I went down, had a look, and because I knew it was down Curry's, like I say, it was £140, and my intentions was like I say, just have a look. But I actually ended up, because I thought it was absolutely amazing, so I ended up actually purchasing. I could have saved myself about £25 if I'd have obviously waited a few days. I could have saved myself about £25 on this lens. But instead I thought I've got to have it. You know, all the reviews, should bang on the button with the reviews. So I actually purchased this, which cost me £140, which is quite neat. But like I say, for what I paid for the camera, which I had the camera from, I'll let you guys know, you know, and your ladies know, that I had it from, you know, this site, which is quite neat. HDR cameras, which is that's one if you want to jot it down. Like the actual camera should have cost me, I think it's £560 with the kit lens, which is, this is the box that it come in. Quite neat. So, but like I say, the instead I ordered it offline, and from that site, and it only cost me £389, and that's what it cost me. And then there's, like I say, £10 delivery, so it actually cost me £399, which, you know, is an absolute bargain. Because, you know, but and then if you mount the 50mm on top, so basically the, you know, your lens that you pay £140 for, really and truly, that you know, you're actually getting it for nothing really, in a way. because the money you've saved on the camera, you know, you can buy yourself a 50mm, which I highly recommend. Which is, you know, it looks quite nice, and it performs absolutely stunning. You know, really good. 1.8. You know, so it's ideal for low light. So that's what I get. That's what I got there. And these in just you know, stands that I've got. These just go onto the bottom of there, like. These just mount on top in case you want to floor mount it. Yeah, which is quite neat. So with the flash triggers, you can just mount like these, like, and put them anywhere you want. So, like I say, with the built-in diffuser, I don't use the built-in diffuser. I'll show you why. Is because the Gadifong, like it's the light sphere. I got me the cheaper version, basically, to what that was, which comes with, it's from Camera King as well. This is from, it comes with this, to get a bit more extra power. So that's quite neat. But it actually comes with these as well, which you get the orange one and you get the white one, and all you do is like the Gadifong one, but the Gadifong one, I mean, it's 80 odd pound, and the Gadifong one, and I thought, I just don't fancy paying the price of that. So I actually got this from Camera King. So I actually got me that, which is quite nice. It works really well. Yeah. So when it's mounted to my flash unit, let's just show you. That's what it looks like mounted to my flash unit. Looks really nice. And I tested it, took some shots of my daughter, and absolutely amazing with it. Really good. So, and that only cost me, I think it was $7.99. I think it cost me, and that comes with the orange as well, and the one I've just showed you, which is the one if you want a little bit more power to put that in. Like I say, the actual bag. This is a bag. I mean, this is a nice bag. If I just want to carry the camera itself and the 50mm lens, or the 18 to the 55, this is the first bag I had, which is nice. But now, obviously, I prefer to carry everything. You know, if I'm going to carry everything with me, if I'm going to either go out for a day or wherever, I prefer to carry everything in there, so I've got everything. But if it is I'm just going to be a few hours, yeah, I prefer just to obviously strap this to me. This just straps on my waist, and I can, I can just get my camera, take the actual top off and just slide it straight in, which is quite neat. So, but that's what's in my bag. I got the cable as well, which I don't know why the cable. I don't know why the cable didn't work. The cable's for the shutter release of the camera, whether it's the cable or what. But I was quite too fussed about that, like, because I've got the actual. I just wanted it to trigger the flash, into that, like, Also, I've got me. Hang on. I actually purchased me a tripod for it, because my tripod, like I say, it's that's the actual box for the flash. If you wanted to see the box, that's the box. I think it was Camera King it come from, but that's the actual box. But it's quite neat. Yeah, it's really nice. It's a really nice flash. Yeah, and there's about eight different power settings, I think it is. I also purchased me, because my tripod I'd had for about 8 years and a one-legged wore on it. So my one-legged, kept shutting down on me. So I bought me a new tripod, which is this one, which is the Velbon. I got me a Velbon EF61, which is really nice. Yeah, I went for this one because the legs are really more sturdy, and I wanted something that was good, and a solid feel to it. So I went for this one. It's got the spirit level as well and everything. I got me, this is for my flash, so that I can actually mount that straight onto it. I've got the extra one, so this just mounts straight onto it. So it's really neat. Yeah, it's just goes straight on. So let's just show you. This goes just straight onto there. Which is like that. You just go straight on, so that you can actually put your trigger in, put your flash triggers on, and away you go. So it's quite neat. So that's that. That's the reason I had, one of the reasons I had me another tripod. I'll use a tripod anyway, but I'm going to get me a monopod as well. So I can go the side of my, because the actual bag itself has got a monopod, which I'll show you in a minute. But this is quite neat. So I had me this, and it goes as tall as me. I'm 5'9", and it'll go above me. So it's quite neat. So I had me that as well. The actual bag, it's got like, if you can see there, it's got a strap so you can put a monopod on there. So you can actually put the legs in there and then carry a monopod with you. So which is what I'm going to get me next, is a monopod. So that's the bag, which is quite neat. So you won't need to, worry about your stuff getting knocked about and stuff. So it's all in there, which is quite neat. So I think it's a deal, and I hope this has been useful to someone. That, like I say, check out the site. This is Camera King, and the actual, like I say, the site that I got my camera from was I've got it somewhere, which was HG Cameras. So check out their site if you're in for a bargain for a 5300, which has got a built-in Wi-Fi, which is absolutely amazing. It's a really nice camera, highly recommended. 39-point autofocus system. So I wanted something that was a bit more advanced. So that's why I went for this one. So it's my first digital SLR. So the camera that I'm actually filming with, which is my camera phone actually. When I went to the photo show, they did get such a good review, my camera phone. But it believe me, it's